Hey guys, welcome back to some more Majora's Mask. And we made it out of the first cycle and we got our ocarina back. We got a mission. We need to go to the swamp, mountain, ocean, and canyon and do stuff there. But I don't feel like doing that just yet. Let's explore more of the town now as a kid.
It took you 3 parts to get over the first, tutorial section of this game.
That's about right. The fastest you can get through the beginning section is around 20 minutes, so no matter what, that still takes a long time to get past the very beginning portion of the game. So repeat playthroughs, that can get a little tiring after a bit.
I can tell. And then you over here, like with the ocarina. I'm just like,
dude,
whatever.
As many times as he's played this game, I would not be surprised if let me rephrase that. I would be surprised if he didn't know how to play the song at this point.
It's just, it kind of reminds me of my first playthroughs of, both this game and Ocarina.
Like, what's the
when
buttons?
I literally just sit there and I'm like, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's about right.
And then sometimes, I play the dang wrong song.
Yeah, that's also right. But here we actually get to use some new songs we have. Songs the game doesn't actually teach you properly that you can just learn outright. The Scarecrow is the hint you get for these 2 songs. Song inverted time and song of double time. Playing the song time backwards slows down the flow of time. Playing it double speed will actually advance it 12 hours, which is convenient for us because we need to be here in the laundry pool during the night.
Hey, look, it's the guy that caused the time paradox in Ocarina.
This is a different one. This is his cousin.
Oh. Well,
yeah, this isn't the windmill guy.
I could have been fooled because, same sprite and everything.
Yeah, same exact model. Majora's Mask is a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time, and it only had about a 2-year turnaround time. So you're going to see a lot of reuse assets between Ocarina and Majora's Mask.
Except they just named them different characters and give them different roles is the only difference.
Yeah, Link did see a little bit of a change as model, though, because his equipment looks different and he has some different moves here and there, so he had some extra work done.
He got the chicken mask.
Otherwise known as just the Marcher. The Bremen mask is pretty useful for very specific tasks. It'll unlock another mask later on, and it does have another use later in the game. For now, we're just going to kind of pocket it, though. A lot of the masks we're going to be saying that with. We're just going to pocket it until a certain point. A lot of the masks in Majora's Mask are, unfortunately, really just a one-and-done kind of situation. A lot of them don't really have that many uses outside of very specific quests. But there will be other masks that you'll just see us use quite a lot because they have a multitude of different purposes.
How'd you do that?
I just rolled.
I know, but how did you jump up that high up?
It's a collision sometimes on the signs. It can be a little finicky in general. It can push you up or just push you through it.
And that chest respawns and he fell through the stairs. Go. Yeah, it fell through the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And as soon as you jump off there, he's like, fell through the stairs.
What's that? They're fake. Oh no.
Every time I go and grab that chest, I do that. I'm like, I gotta fall through the stairs, man.
So, yeah, what Matt was saying before, that is true. Since we go back in time, all the chests will be sealed again and have new stuff in it. So you can get that 100 rupee every single time you start a new cycle, which is very helpful because that's immediately putting us up to 100 rupees. So we want to buy ourselves some bombs. And we're going to be doing something very, very questionable. I'm already gonna. All right, yeah. Let's just not even sugarcoat it. I'm gonna glitch. All right, there. Get your complaints out. Let's go.
Here we go.
Lester, I don't know if you know this, but my hand's on my face right now.
Well, we're doing something very specific here because this is signing up for something much later on. As a few videos from now, we'll see what this really does, but there are owl statues that we can hit in this game. We could have hit the one in Clocktown, but notice how this one over here is not hit as well. This is technically a different owl that we're staring at through this loading zone. The only way to get to it, though, is to kind of clip out of bounds and fly past the loading zone, which is just the staircase. So when we hit an owl stone, we'll activate it, and it acts as a save point. Normally it's supposed to play a cutscene, but yeah, this one doesn't. It's a little bit weird, and that's already your tell that something's wrong here. This is technically an extra owl statue in the game. To put this here, the devs needed to put a proper owl statue in the location. They couldn't just put a dummy owl statue here. So, this is an extra one. If you save at this one, let's just say some interesting things happen.
So you're gonna do it anyways?
Yep.
I know that the owl statues only are a quick save. WTF?
I mean, that's what you're saying. It's already getting there. Why? Just why? Well, here's why. We respawn in Mayor's residence. That ain't right. We're not supposed to be in the Mayor's house. When you load in an owl save, you're supposed to be put right in front of the said owl in question. Not that one, though. This one, for some reason, corresponds to the Mayor's residence. Which, conveniently for us, it's shut down at night. And we're here at night. Kind of breaking and entering here. Just don't mind me.
You're not supposed to be here, Lester.
Okay, fine. We'll leave.
You just wanted to show that that was there, didn't you?
Yeah, although I will say, do not save at that owl if you don't want your save to corrupt itself, because that can potentially delete your save file, even when you play Song of Time to make a proper save. Something about its coding can delete save files. So, don't do that unless you're trying to activate a very specific glitch.
I see you remembered your secret code, at least.
Yeah, the code is actually the same now, anytime we go back in time. It's different per playthrough, but since we know the code, we don't need to play the whole hide-and-seek game again. Which is helpful, because in here, we got a wall we can blow up with a chest, which has another silver rupee that we can get anytime we start a cycle.
Man, that's like 200 rupees right in Lockdown.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a lot of money in this game.
Yeah, this is a good, fast way of getting money in the early game. There are going to be much better ways later on to get money fast, but for now, these chests are going to be a good source of income. But while we're here, want to make the moon cry again? I feel like it.
If we're gonna be sad, the moon's gotta be sad too.
We gotta make the moon sad. Lester, what'd you do? Steal its shorts?
Wait, the moon wears shorts? I don't see legs.
It's one of those models that has a huge head but a really tiny body.
That's what I was
The
thinking
comically
too.
sized head, yes.
You just don't see its body
It's
because
just-
its head.
The moon is just a huge giant head. He's just full of hot air.
Wait, so you're telling me that the moon in this game might as well be a pop figure?
Yeah.
Yes. The comically large head, and he has a tiny little body just hanging on the bottom of it. You flailing his arms.
See,
like,
there's his body. Oh, that's your Skull Kid. Never mind.
Yeah, Skull Kid's a pair of pants.
I mean, he could be.
I can see it. He's a comically small body.
So yeah, get used to this process because every time you reset time, you gotta go get the moon sphere again.
Yeah, it could be very time-consuming and annoying after a while, but you're not going to be seeing me do this every single time we need the said tier. Going forward, I'm going to just get this in between different things we're doing in the game. Because, spoilers, we're going to need to get this thing like 5 times. If you know what you're doing with the specific quest you need the moon steer for, you only need to get it 1 more time. But I'm doing this as we go, which means that's going to be a lot of tiers.
What were you
yeah,
gonna
because
say?
I was gonna say is like, yeah, didn't you need to do this for a long side quest? Just get the moon steer is a trading side quest.
Yeah. So we actually can start a piece of it in the very beginning of the game here with the first cycle, but then you can't go any further. Now that we can get to a new area, then we can do the trade in that said area with the title deed we get here from Clocktown. And each area we go to will have another Deku Scrub to trade with, so we're going to be doing this quite a lot.
Hey kid, you don't know this, but I already took your test.
I was made of wood one day, and now I'm made of human. Time works weird.
Dude, if you actually said that to somebody.
So if you know the code and you just enter it to go into the sewer system, come right back out, then this cutscene happens where the leader of the bombers is impressed and just gives you the bomber notebook outright. I don't know why you would give the notebook to someone who cracked your code. That doesn't seem safe for your whole organization, but sure, here we are. You can also play hide and seek with them again as a human, and then you would also get the notebook from that. In the 3DS version, no, not even close. They change how it works entirely in that version. So because of how they changed the notebook, you just get it right after you get Deca Mask from the Happy Mask salesman. He just says he found it on the floor. Even worse in that version for the security.
Oh my gosh.
At least does it tell you what your code is in the notebook?
Yeah, once you get the notebook, then the code is put right into it. So anytime now that you need to look at the code and you don't remember, you just go to your quest status screen, open up the notebook, and be right there in the bomber entry. Not every single person you talk to in the game has a bomber notebook entry, but pretty much anyone that has a kind of a side quest for you to do will have an entry into the notebook. And there's a lot more if you're playing 3DS. There's like over double the amount of entries in that version. It's something crazy. Most of them are padding.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're already doing this? Okay.
Yeah, so you're supposed to do this quest a little bit later with a specific mask to make this easier called the Bunny Hood, because this is a timing-based game. You gotta stop the clock at exactly 10 seconds, and then you win. But after about 2 seconds, the timer disappears. With the Bunny Hood, it stays on the screen. But this is a timing game, so if you know how to time this right, you can just do it whenever. At this point, the timer disappears. You can actually count the frames here if you're good at frame counting, and that can also tell you too, because that's what speedrunners do.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing. Wait, is that a stopwatch on your hand? No. Cheater, give that back. No refunds. So yeah, if you know what you're doing in this, either counting the frames or actual logic's sake, take out a stopwatch, then you can do this whenever and it's pretty easy. This is harder actually in the Japanese version because they add an extra dot to the timer. So instead of 1 decibel, it's 2 decibels, and that makes it more precise to get 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness gracious. And we're doing this one.
Hey, it's right next door, why not? Find the train. And by train, I mean just cut down a piece of wood for, what, like a couple minutes here? I'll just go right to the expert course. Novice just teaches you the basics of the sword. If you know how to play the game, you don't really need to do it. We need to get a total of 30 points to get it perfect. The only way you're doing that is to jump slash all the pieces of wood.
This game can be a little tedious at times, though, for sure, because I can't tell you how many times I've played this game and still missed 1 piece of wood.
Yeah, when you miss 1, then you have to start from the very beginning. It gets pretty annoying. You can actually leave in the middle of this game, and you could just start over if you just miss immediately. But you should just take your time with this. Lock on to the wood, which is Z-targeting, and wait about a second before you do a jump slash. Because if you don't, you're not going to be lined up correctly and go right past the wood. I've done that plenty of times. Yeah, for chopping wood, you get a piece of heart.
Okay, I passed the class.
Can I now teach the class?
Most of your rewards, I guess, on this game is just flat out piece of heart, so...
Yeah. There's only 4 dungeons in total in this game, which means there's only 4 heart containers. So to get to the rest of the 20 hearts in total, they just pad out the entire game with pieces of heart.
Kind of reminds me how, like, Wind Waker didn't have very many pieces of dungeons either. It had, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They had 5 in total that gave you heart containers. It was technically 6 when you count the final one. This game doesn't really have like a final dungeon per se. There's a final major area to go through, but it's not really a dungeon. Oh, huge bomb, you say. Can I buy that? Oh, I can't carry it. Oh, well, I'll show you. I'll come back later when I can.
Wind Waker's got 6 dungeons.
Yeah, 5 give you heart containers, the final one does not.
No, it has 6.
Well, we're counting Gaines Castle not to get the 6, that's why I say that.
No, no. You're not counting Forsaken Fortress.
I am. That one you get a heart container in.
No, okay. There's Dragon Roost Cavern. There's Forest Haven. There's Tower of Gods, Forsaken Fortress, Earth Temple, and Wind Temple.
Oh, I completely skipped over Tower of Gods. That's what it was. Okay, sorry. There's 7 in that. 6 give you heart containers.
Yeah.
Do you know how to read your notebook, Lester?
No, no, I don't know how to count either, so I need a lesson on both.
It's okay, Lester. It's okay, buddy.
Do I at least remember how to do my trading? I hope so, because I'm about ready to trade here. Watch me give him a bomb instead. Like, here, give me your house. That's a bomb. Yeah, and get out before it detonates.
Sir. Do you have toilet paper? Oh wait, wrong quest.
Yeah, we don't need to do that one luckily anymore, because that quest is already done. Although, you may want to go back and talk to the hand at least if you didn't do that quest with the Bomber's Notebook, because any people you talk to before you get the notebook, they do not count towards your entries. So if you want to have a full Bomber's Notebook, you may have to go back and talk to certain people. He's really the only one I don't have in the notebook. I do that in between things. You don't have to see him ever again. So I'll just end up getting the entry off screen, technically.
But he's my favorite character.
The hand?
Yeah.
That you never want to touch?
Because he has lifelong struggle.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the biggest struggle is that he can't get out of the toilet. He's stuck in there for all of eternity.
Now you can finally be like, hey, he moved his butt. I can finally fly now.
Yeah, I always wondered what these guys thought of the Decus just like doing business right there. It's like, oh hey, they're doing business. What's that? The moon's falling.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Right?
Be like those carpenters that be like, bah! At the whole every day.
That's what these guys are. They're the carpenters.
Yeah. The guys that always yell at the moon, be like, I don't believe you. I don't believe I'm gonna die.
We could just skip the 4th day, right?
Yeah, really. You know, the one where everyone dies. That one, you just load the game and the entire land's on fire. And also a crater. So, we were told when we first visited the Great Fairy, if we come back here with our original form, then she will be able to help us out in a different way. When we first met her, she gave us magic, but now she's going to give us a different item entirely, because we already have magic. Give me double magic. That'll just save us some steps. Unfortunately, that's not the case.
But you did get something kind of cool, though.
Yeah, something that's going to be really helpful for when we're going through the dungeons. It's going to make 100%ing these a lot easier, and in some cases, kind of required to, even 100%. So, spoilers, there's more of me around the land. There's more fairies broke up in the Stray Fairies, specifically 4 more Great Fairies. And to help, we get the Great Fairy Mask, which will call Stray Fairies to Link, and also tell him if there's a Stray Fairy in the room he's in.
It's also a very uncanny mask that you shouldn't wear for more than 5 seconds.
Because then you're reminded of this face.
Okay, the true question. Fairies from Ocarina / Majora's Mask or Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, probably the Breath of the Wild ones are worse because they actually drown Link. So when you think about it, those ones are more deadly.
But those fairies that get upgraded pants, yo.
Okay, I take it back. They are better. The pants are better.
Hi, shady dude. Not shady whatsoever.
I'm not doing anything suspicious, really. I'm not just standing here looking at a child at the night with no one else around. I'm calling the FBI.
I'm not in the playground doing suspicious things.
Yeah, he's not actually here for the Bomber Kid. He's actually here for something else. He's waiting for someone to come by at midnight, so...
12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have us sit around for that.
I was gonna say, you know what he's waiting on? He's waiting for Link to go get that piece of heart for him because he can't climb it.
Yeah, could you please hand me that? Wait, what are you sorry for? I just met you.
Link, he be like, swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that bomb booty.
Now that's more of this guy. Because he literally swiggity swooties the booty. It's my booty now. Oh, you put that down. We can't have this. We can't have this.
And that guard literally does nothing.
No, he just watches. You come back here, you assault old ladies at night, what's wrong with you? Guard, do something. You didn't do something, or I'll do something.
It's kind of sad if you accidentally mess up this quest. The old lady's like really depressed.
Yeah, because she wants to be able to sell bombs at her shop, but her bomb bag is stolen if you let that guy get away. So now she's hurting for her livelihood at that point. But if you help out this bomb lady, she does reward you with another type of bomb, the blast mask. Probably something you shouldn't give a kid, because you gave him basically C4 on the forehead. You wear it, and you can just press the B button to explode. So it's an infinite supply of bombs when you think about it.
Yeah, just think of it this way, though. You'll never have to use bombs again.
No, I mean, there's no drawbacks, right? What do you mean there's like about a minute cooldown? Well, that sucks. So yeah, you can't abuse the mask because it does have a cooldown period. It does help in pinches when you don't have bombs. You're still better off having proper explosives, but when you don't have them, hey, blast mask works.
Not only that, like, you could just put up your shield when you use it and you don't actually take the damage.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think was a little bit of an oversight, but hey, it works for us.